Marshall's ready, all you mini and Euro truck trash. Hands in the air. Marshall's in the middle. We are all good. All right. This is going to come fast and furious. Are you in or out, Dusty? Yep. Racers ready. Marshall's ready. On the tone, less than 5. And they're off. Corey in the all yellow into the infield nice and smooth, followed by Blake Bell, followed by Nick. Somebody off into the weeds there. Corey extending a lead in the first lap. Corey, Blake, Nick, Adam is your top 4. Craig, Tim, Brian, Stewart, Jason, Corgi with the off. Down to the back of the pack. These guys are ripping. Down to 10 and sub 10 second laps, which is impressive on a track as big as this. As they come ripping through. Oh, we've got 2 guys off into the first corner there. Oh, Corgi gets together. All right, catching back up. Corey in the all yellow. Out on lead, just coming down the straightaway now. Followed by Blake Bell in the blue fade to yellow. Followed by Brian.
7 minutes
immediately
left.
Followed by Stewart. Stewart up from 8th up into right on Brian's tail. That is our race. That is our close battle for the last spot on the podium at the moment. Just coming through the straight into the infield section. Brian in the orange fade to white. Stewart in the orange fade to green. They are nose to tail as they come through there. Nothing between those two. This is the battle for 3rd spot. Corey and Blake fairly spread out. But this is the battle. Fair gap behind them. Big gap, 5-second gap in front of him to Blake. Blake's just 3/10 off of Corey. So we've got 2 battles, one for 1st place, one for 3rd place. Coming onto the straight, Blake is putting all kinds of pressure all over Brian. In the meantime, Stewart's gotten by Mr. Bodine. Blake putting all kinds of pressure on Corey. Coming onto the straight, just a couple of tenths.
6
Looking back,
minutes
3rd
left.
place now. Stewart in 3rd place. Brian Bodine trying to get that spot back. Rest of the order. Corgi in the all orange in 5th. Craig, Jason, Nick, Adam, and Tim. That'll drop Corgi back. Or up into 4th. That last section there causing some problems. So your leader in the all yellow just coming through. Oh, goes underneath Stewart on his lid. That'll allow Brian back through. Your leaders now with some clear track in front of them. Nobody for almost a 1/3 of a lap. Blake still putting the pressure on Corey. Throwing down fast laps. They're virtually identical. Corey's really squaring off those corners. Blake running a smoother line. But Corey at the moment with a 10.20. Blake with a 10.26. 6 100ths between these fast laps. Brian back up in the 3rd. Stewart in 4th. Corgi. Nick, sorry. Then Corgi. Jason, Craig, Adam, and Tim. Tim out 3 laps in. Corgi looks like he's pulling off. That's 2 racers out. And Adam is out as well. All right, so, and then there was 7. Race order, Corey, Blake, Brian, Stewart, Nick, Jason, and Craig. Close battle on the track. Corey has pulled out a bit of a gap now between himself and Blake. Looking back, Brian, after that flip by, or that mistake by Stewart, back up into 3rd. Stewart now catching back up.
4 minutes left.
Just a 10th behind. That is now our battle on the track. Stewart trying to do it all over again. Just coming onto the straightaway, that is Brian in 3rd, followed immediately by Stewart. Again, fast laps between these guys, almost identical. Oh! Brian getting a bit sideways, Stewart coming up and climbing over top. There they go, back on the track in the same order. getting caught up together on the straightaway. So Stewart gets by, dropping Brian down to 4th. Corey extending a bit of a lead there. He's up to 7/10. Blake's dropping that lead that Corey has down to 6/10, taking a 10th out of it every lap. Unfortunately, a bit of the announcer's curse. Blake drops back to 1.3. Still 3 minutes left to go. Lots of time to do it. It looks like these cars. It looks like the setup window for Corey is going away, and the setup window for Blake is coming in. These cars are dynamic. Their handling changes over the course of the 8-minute run. The car might be good at the beginning and fade towards the end, or the reverse. Race order: Corey, Blake, Brian, Stewart, Nick, and Craig. Jason rounding out the top 7 here. 3 out, 7 on track. Blake's dropped back to 3 seconds behind Corey. Stewart with that move up into 3rd, and Brian's about 4.5 seconds behind him. Nick 1.5 seconds behind Brian. Craig, Jason rounding it out. All right, at the moment, everybody fairly spread out on track. No close battles. Your race leader in the all yellow is Corey. 2nd place, blue fade to yellow, is Blake. Stewart in the pink, or the orange and green. Brian in the orange fade to white. That is your top 4. Race leader on the straightaway now. 2nd place, Blake, straightaway now. Just over a minute left to go. Looks like we've got one more into the graveyard. Keeping these cars off the boards and unbroken is a challenge in and of itself. That's 1 minute left to go. The 1 minute bell. Oh, on its lid in the last corner there was Blake. And that allowed, let's see as they come through. He had a lap gap on Stewart, so no race order change there. Brian and Stewart both there. Oh, no, oh, no. Stewart, after taking over 3rd place twice, looks like has a dead car. That'll reshuffle the order again with 30 seconds left to go. Dropping Stewart down. Brian back up into 3rd. Jason will now be up into 4th as we come across the line. So race order: Corey still leading. Pillar to post so far. 10 seconds left to go. Blake in 2nd. Brian, Stewart still in 4th. Just until Jason ticked over that lap. Now Jason's in 4th. Stewart still listed as 5th, and Craig in 6th. That is race time. Keep going until I say you're done. We'll see how it shakes out. Yeah, just wait for these guys to finish across, and we should be good. There we go. That is a race. Order: Corey, Blake, Brian, and Jason. Next up would be Gripworks sponsored Formula One. Ed, just a heads up, if you're running this one and you are top qualifier here, you need to come through check. This is race number 6. Up next will be race number 7, X-Ray RC America sponsored TC Mod. You guys should be heading towards tech. On deck will be race number 8, CRC 12th stock. So that'll be the start of our round number 2. All right, so just a heads up, it's there won't be a
4
break
minutes
between the end of this first round of A mains and the start of round 2, which is the full mains. There will just be the normal 5-minute break. So race number 8, which is the 12 stock C main. You guys are on schedule for 9:32. So if you need to start your saucing, that's your fair warning. Ed, if you're going to make this.